Hey, Mr. Global, I got a question for you. This 3X cleaner, fuel tech synergy, does that shit even mean anything, or is it just a sales gimmick?
Okay, here's the down and dirty on it, Boston. The Exxon Synergy or the Shell V Power, these fuels, they typically they typically run 30 to 35 cents a gallon more than the gas you would buy at Walmart or Costco or, kind of the cheaper places where people buy a lot of gas. You're probably going to pay 35 cents a gallon more for it at an Exxon station, right? You're not going to get that money back in fuel mileage gains. That's not a thing. You might get a mile per gallon more in fuel mileage. In no world do you save any money on fuel mileage by paying for that gas. You're actually losing money. If it was around 15 cents a gallon, by doing the math in my head, you would be about even on fuel mileage and get a little better fuel mileage and be even. But at 30, 35 cents, you're half, right? So it doesn't pay for itself if you're playing the fuel mileage game. If you're worried about keeping your engine clean and your injectors clean and performance and all that, first of all, it's not going to do anything for performance. It's not. It's not a thing. It's a good detergent and it'll keep stuff clean. But here's the thing: you don't have to run that in your tank every day to keep your engine clean. You can run it every third, fourth, fifth fill up, and it'll keep your engine clean. Yeah. The fact is, if that's something you're concerned about, and a lot of people are, what you're paying for is convenience to have the detergents in the fuel at the gas pump. You're paying for the convenience of not having to go to an auto parts store and buy a bottle of it. You can go to an auto parts store and buy a bottle of that stuff for $4 or $5, and it's just as good, if not better. But like I said, you're paying for convenience. Me personally, I don't buy any of that stuff unless that's just the gas station I end up at. I'm certainly not going out of my way to buy that. I buy the cheapest gas. That's what I do. That's what I've always done because to me it doesn't matter, but to some people it does. And there's also been studies that have shown that people that use that type of gasoline or people that buy gasoline additives, even at parts stores, they lose all their fuel mileage gains because they tend to drive a little more aggressively. It's a subconscious thing they do, but they do. They drive a little more aggressively because in their mind, it's helping the motor. And when they do that, they're erasing all of their fuel mileage gains. And here's the thing: there's going to be people disagree with me. Doesn't matter. It's a personal choice. Yes, some auto manufacturers recommend top tier gas. Doesn't matter. Does not matter one bit. Okay. But it could possibly impact your warranty. Not likely, but it could. So if you're wanting to just do something good for your engine, if it just makes you feel better for whatever reason, you know, you could every third or fourth fill up, put it in there. You're going to get the same effect, right? You're going to get the same effect because you're not going to save anything on fuel mileage. You're not going to save a penny on fuel mileage. That's not a thing. So what that means is the only real purpose of that gasoline is to keep your injectors clean and to prevent buildup in your engine and deposits and all that. You don't need that stuff in your tank every mile you drive for that to happen. And what that means is you can rotate that stuff out, use it sparingly, every third or fourth fill up. Works just fine. Oh, and also these additives and detergents that these companies add to this gas is the highest marked up thing anywhere. This stuff, a gallon of that gas, the cost of that additives is less than a penny. Less than a penny per gallon, anywhere between 6/10 of 1 penny to 8/10 of 1 penny is about the cost. And you're going to pay 35 cents a gallon. So they're making a fortune on it. That's why they market it so much. They're making a fortune on it. Yeah, anytime you can sell something for 40x what you have in it, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. So does it work? Yes. Is it worth the money? Not in my opinion. Should you use it if you want? Should you use it every day? If you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. If you're just worried about keeping your injectors clean and deposits and all that, maybe every third or fourth fill up. Are people going to disagree with me? 100%. 100%. Thanks.